Good afternoon. My name is Patricia. I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner, and I've been a nurse for 25 years. I come to you today because, as a healthcare practitioner, it is challenging for me to agree to something that hasn't undergone a certain level of rigorous study. None of the vaccines on the current recommended schedule have undergone large, inert, placebo-controlled trials, including Gardasil 9, which is one of the things you're considering recommending in adults aged 26 to 45. The GREAT study, as mentioned earlier, is one of the strongest evidence used to review and make a recommendation. So if I may briefly remind this committee what was presented in October by Dr. Means. The GREAT study evaluated 16 studies of Gardasil 2 and 4 in adults aged 26 to 45. None of the studies were on Gardasil 9. Not a single safety or efficacy study was presented using Gardasil 9 in this age group. Out of those 16 studies, 7 were randomized clinical controlled trials, which were all downgraded because they didn't use Gardasil 9. Of the 7, 6 used aluminum as an adjuvant, a known neurotoxin, as placebo. By the way, one study, Wilkins, did use 50 HIV-infected women who received a saline placebo because the manufacturer, Merck, didn't have a placebo available. They combined the placebo group so that no real comparisons could be made between the 50 that received saline, the 176 that received aluminum, and compare that to the 226 that received Gardasil 4. In this study, nearly 10% of participants in both groups experienced a serious adverse event, and the study was stopped early due to futility. It simply didn't work. The evidence presented is not acceptable to me, and it would not be acceptable to other healthcare providers if they were aware of what you were using. I am asking that you require at least one large safety study with Gardasil 9 using a saline control, a harmless substance, before making any recommendation. By using evidence from one vaccine to recommend another, you are bearing false witness. This historical practice of approving and recommending vaccines without adequate safety needs to end now. It is not unethical to do this study. I believe it's unethical to recommend this vaccine without it. Please don't turn a blind eye. You are scientists. You are doctors. You know deep down that it is wrong to recommend something like this without rigorous analysis. You owe the American people a gold standard study before unleashing this to potentially 100 million people. Merck stands to make billions of liability-free dollars from this recommendation. Please require that they substantiate safety and efficacy first. In closing, if this committee chooses to recommend this vaccine without adequate safety studies, will you, the liaison representatives that you're here representing, will you tell them that this recommendation came without one safety study or efficacy study? Because we will. We will scream this horrifying truth from the rooftops. Please do your job and protect public health, increase confidence in the schedule by requiring evidence-based science in your recommendations.
Amen.
Thank you.